You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi, and this particular edition of Coffee with Rhadi is brought to you by www.enhanceordestroy.com. It is my book that is called Enhance or Destroy Relationship Lessons from an Elite Athlete. This particular book will help you navigate through the space and place that we call athletics. Now, if you're a professional athlete, college athlete, or if you are looking to become a professional athlete, a college athlete, and you are a high school athlete, this book is great for you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, and those people on the periphery who are there to help you, like coaches and mentors. So get your hands on the book, www.enhanceordestroy.com today. So today I want to go over the third mistake, which we call mistake number 3 that athletes make when it comes to achieving their goals. It's the things that the 5 biggest things that keep them from achieving their goals. The first one we had was lack of clear and specific goals. The second was poor time management. And today we're going to go over ignoring recovery and overtraining. And this is something that a lot of young athletes do. Personally, it's something I really hammer home with my children, Rufus and Rhadi. My daughter has a Whoop. I have a Whoop as well, WHOOP. It allows us to monitor her sleep, her recovery, her HRV, her heart rate variability, her resting heart rate. It also allows us to see how, when she's stressed during the day, how much strain that she's had during the day. We know when to back off, when to cut a session and get extra rest. We can also see when her skin temperature rises, so you can see when your athlete is starting to get sick. So you kind of know where to back off. You don't have to just follow the paper or the program. You're also getting quality biofeedback, which helps you make quality decisions. But one thing that people do is, man, they fly blind without any instrumentation. And when they do this, they ignore recovery, overtraining, and it's a mistake that coaches and athletes can't afford to make. In the relentless pursuit of excellence, many athletes fall into the trap of believing that more is always better. More training, more hours, more effort, more sessions, more reps. While dedication is essential for success, ignoring the importance of recovering and overtraining is one of the biggest mistakes an athlete can make. Recovery is not just downtime, okay? It's a critical component of the training process, allowing the body and the mind to adapt, grow, and prepare for the next challenge. It is so important that I put it in my programs as a session in and of itself. I don't care if it's ice bath, sauna, progressive relaxation, massage, stretching. I put or a day off, or a day out to the movies, or a day with your spouse, or a day with your girlfriend. I specifically put it in the program because ignoring recovery is a big no-no. So if you ever felt stuck or fatigued or on the verge of burnout, this could be a sign that your approach to recovery needs attention. Maybe you need some biofeedback mechanisms. Maybe you need a polar heart rate monitor to look at your heart rates while you're working out. Maybe you need a Whoop. Maybe you need the Aura Ring. Maybe you need something that's giving you some feedback so that you know when you are pressing a little bit too hard, when you need to back off, and when you need to drop a session and recover. There are times when you need to double up. Don't get me wrong, 2-3 sessions a day. And there are times when you need to take a day off. All right. So let's explore why neglecting recovery is detrimental and how you can use smarter strategies to elevate your performance. So the number one mistake is just, man, ignoring recovery and overtraining. I know some people don't believe in overtraining. I was like that when I was young. I don't believe in overtraining. There's no overtraining. Well, yeah, there is overtraining. The desire to push through pain or fatigue often stems from, FOMO, a fear of missing out, or a fear of falling behind. Athletes may convince themselves that rest equals weakness, or that every second of inactivity is a missed opportunity. However, overtraining, pushing the body beyond its capacity without adequate recovery, leads to physical, mental, and emotional decline. Now, let me tell you something. At a low level, you can train without the instrumentation. At a high level, you can't. You cannot. Because you need to have some level of overreaching in order to improve. But if you mess up the overreaching part and you start overtraining, then you can mess up the whole training cycle. But if you don't have any biofeedback mechanisms and you're not taking notes and you're not tracking things, man, you're going to overtrain. When you start overtraining or you're getting close to overtraining because you're overreaching hard, there's some symptoms that you need to look out for. These symptoms of overtraining include chronic fatigue and sluggishness, decreased performance despite increased effort, frequent injuries and prolonged soreness, loss of motivation and mental burnout. When recovery is ignored, athletes sabotage their own progress. And instead of building strength and resilience, they risk breaking down. Overtraining just isn't about tired muscles. It's a systemic issue that affects the entire body. Without adequate rest, your body doesn't repair the micro damage caused by training. This leads to weakened performance, injury risk, and mental burnout. So instead of improving, you plateau or even regress. You end up with overworked muscles and joints that are more susceptible to strains, tears, and chronic conditions like tendonitis. And the joy of the sport fades. It's replaced by frustration and fatigue. Ignoring recovery ultimately limits your potential, preventing you from reaching peak performance when it matters most. The best athletes in the world don't just train harder, they train smarter. See, recovery isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Let me say that again. Recovery isn't a luxury, it is a necessity. Here's how to make recovery a part of your winning strategy. Number one, plan recovery days. Incorporate rest or active recovery days into your schedule. This can include light movement like walking, yoga, or swimming. Number two, sleep like a champion. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night and prioritize good sleep hygiene, meaning going to bed at a good time, having your room black as possible with no lights anywhere, waking up at the same time. This is very, very important, making sure the room is quiet. Number three, fuel for recovery. Nutrition plays a critical role. Consume adequate protein, healthy fats, and carbohydrates to support muscle repair and replenish energy. Number four, use recovery tools like a foam roller, stretching, massage, relaxation apps, saunas, cold plunges. Use those things to improve circulation and reduce soreness. Number five, then monitor your body. Use tools that track HRV, heart rate variability, to gauge recovery status. Don't just try to listen to your body signals, okay? There are tools available now in the marketplace that you can get to help you get some biofeedback. Use the tools that are available. Number six, mental recovery. Mental recovery. Don't underestimate the importance of mental rest, and don't underestimate the importance of talking to somebody. Man, they have apps. They have, I think it's called BetterHelp, where you can get a psychologist or a sports psychologist, or find someone to talk to. Man, checking in every quarter, every 3 months, man, that's a good thing to do. 100%. Just like you take your car in, take your brain in, and engage in mindfulness, engage in meditation, spiritual meditation, and activities that bring you joy outside of sport. Those things are important. So recovery isn't just about doing less. It's about doing what's necessary to get more out of your training. It actually requires a little bit more discipline. Think of it as sharpening the axe before you swing. Taking care of your body and your mind is important to setting yourself up for success. So I have a book called 2 Ways to Get to the Top of Medal Stand, where I dive deeper into the strategies that separate elite athletes from the rest. One of the key themes is how to train with intentionality, balancing hard work with strategic recovery to achieve peak performance when it matters most. The book is packed with actionable insights and proven methods to help athletes like you avoid the pitfalls of overtraining while also maximizing your potential. It's called 2 Ways to Get to the Top of the Medal Stand. If you want some information on it, by all means, hit me on any one of my social media channels, on Instagram, on Facebook, or you can just email me at Rhadi@Rhadi.com. That's RHADI@RHADI.com. And the book is called 2 Ways to Get to the Top of the Medal Stand. So reaching the top of the medal stand isn't just about grinding harder than your competitors. But being good isn't just about going harder and doing two-a-days. Being excellent isn't just about lifting more weights and running. It's also about outsmarting them. And recovery is a cornerstone of success. A lesson I've learned firsthand as an Olympian, a coach, and a dad. I've learned how to give my kids time off. And as much time that I gave Rufus off, I wish I would have given him more time off now when I look back at it. I wish that I would have tracked everything on the Whoop like we initially did. I wish I would have stayed on him about keeping his Whoop on because he didn't wear it all the time. And I should have stayed on him and forced him to wear it so that we could really track his recovery. I think if he would have been if he would have maximized his recovery, or if I would have helped maximize his recovery more, he could have had an even better career in football, 100% in terms of high school. It's one thing that we really track now. He doesn't like sleeping with the wearable all the time, but we do use the polar heart rate monitor to track his workouts. With Rhadi, we use the Whoop all the time. She's still young. She's in my house, so I have a little more control over that. With Rufus, he's a grown man now, so if he doesn't want to wear a Whoop, he doesn't wear a Whoop. The thing about a Whoop, and I love it with my athletes, a Whoop is very intrusive. A Whoop will let me know when you went to bed, when you woke up, what you were doing at night. The Whoop sees everything. I can even see when you took it off, and if you were trying to be bad, so you took the Whoop off. So a Whoop is a very, very, very intrusive device. But to close, I want to tell you, man, don't make the mistake of ignoring recovery. All right, it can derail your dreams, 100%. Instead, embrace a holistic approach that values rest just as much as effort, and watch how it transforms your performance. And for those individuals who are interested, please hit me up for my book, 2 Ways to Get to the Top of the Medal Stand. Well, I'll share even more tools to help you conquer your goals and reach new heights in your athletic journey. And together, we'll unlock your full potential, one smart step at a time. And that book is 100% free. You just handle the shipping, and I'll zip it right out to you. Take care. So have a super fantastic day. Remember, I love you, but God loves you best.
You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, 4-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.